What's up, everyone? Train Freak here, and today is part 2 of Goodbye Garage, Hello Train Room. That's right, if you watched last week's video, you can see where we took the garage door out. We actually put wooden siding on the house to match the rest of the siding on my house. Fixed what was a water leak issue, which has been fully rectified. It actually was fixed when we put on a new roof a few years ago, but I never fixed the damage. So we basically killed 2 birds with a stone on that one. So if you haven't had a chance to check out that part, check the upper right corner of the screen and you'll see a card, and that will take you back to that video. Other than that, couple announcements. We got Sidetrack Sunday tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern. John, Schuylkill River Valley. His card is up in the right corner as well. And then I haven't had a chance to do that second, 700 subscriber contest because I've just been totally tied up working on getting the train room ready. I'm hoping to be in here for Sidetrack Sunday when I host next week. So just bear with me on that, and who knows, we might just go ahead and do it on Sidetrack Sunday if everything pans out. We'll just have to wait and see, because someone still is owed a prize, and we'll have to see who that prize, or who that person that's going to get that prize is going to be. Alright, so other than that, the room is 90% finished. All I got left is to sand and paint. So let me show you the following steps from last week's video and just continue where we left off, and you can see, over the past week, all the other extra work that me and Uncle Joe have finished, and just go from there. So stay tuned. We got the hole for the AC unit cut out. We've got the AC unit shield in, so now we can see outside. Working on getting the pipe done. I've got the holes all drilled along the top. Started on insulation. I had that gray and black wire right there that was actually ran outside to a box for my camper hookup, and we're actually going to wire that inside to the breaker box there, and just bring the outside circuit in and split everything from that breaker box. So progress is happening. I'm in the process of starting to hang up insulation, so that way I can have it up and then run my water pipe behind it, and I'll actually kind of help hold it in and hold it up. So that's where we're at. Alrighty, so we've got the blackboard up around, and Uncle Joe's getting ready to sheetrock, so he's fixing to start sheetrocking all this in. And then some of the other things we got done. Water pipe is now on the wall. That light switch stuff that was up here, we fixed it. We're going to wire in a light switch here once the new sheetrock's up, and that will go to the night watcher on the outside. I've been hanging up insulation, and I still got just a little bit more to do, and it feels really comfortable. 68 degrees in here, so, and that's working, and that's Joe back there making a lot of racket. And then there's those outlets there, so this is dedicated just for the AC unit. This is going to be dedicated for the deck lighting, breaker box and stuff in there. We got another outlet there, and the air duct for the portable, I have capped it off with duct tape, and I threw some insulation in there too to kind of help keep the flap closed down, and we put some fire block seal down there. So this is where we're at. And then the gray wire, that was something extra we ran right here. That is actually going to go over here. It's actually behind this piece of insulation there. And it goes outside for my camper hookup. So, alright. Alright, installation officially done. That one over there where the breaker box is kicked my butt. Yeah. And we are starting the sheetrock process. Now this room is going to have 4 walls that are white. Sorry to disappoint you, Heath. This will not be a kill room. For those who do not know what that's about, you'll have to tune back to some of my Sidetrack Sunday live streams and see what Heath from Humanity Junction is talking about. But yes, now the room will start cooling off and I don't have to really worry about any heat escaping. So, alright, sheetrock continues and we'll go from there. Well, I can tell you one thing, there is an echo in here now, but once I get the layout up, that'll help with that. And it is a nice chilly 62 degrees in here. So we got the sheetrock up all over there. Come around this way. Look how much pipe is showing. Not so much anymore. So yep, that's all the pipe I got showing. And this is actually part of the water spigot on the outside. It's one of those frost-proof types. So the valve is right here. So if this does leak, I don't really have to worry about it leaking down in the wall. Unless it's busted, which I have a shut-off valve in the next room. But yeah, that's all it is. And then the light switch, like I mentioned, we're going to put in a box right here. And this will be the light switch for the outside motion detector. Water pipe up here. Yep, that's all it's showing. So we got it 45 into the wall. So next step is the mud. We got to tape up all these joints, tape up the corners, tape up where the ceiling is, and all the way over to that corner there. And then we've got some of this good stuff. Concrete leveler. Because for those who do not know, a garage floor has a slope to it, and it's designed so that way when you pull your vehicle in on a rainy day, the water runs out of the house and not in. So to help with that, with the slope a little bit, we're going to add some concrete leveler, 3 bags worth on that side, 3 bags worth on this side, because I don't know if you can see this crack or not. It's actually pretty, it's a high point here, so it's going to kind of level off the slab. And then here's that concrete lip that we set the wall on, and that helps keep all the water out. Alright, so the next step we're doing, since we've got this whole side of the room cleaned up, floor swept and everything, is we're going to be making these bags of concrete leveler. And we're going to put 3 over in this corner and let it work its way out this way towards me. And another 3 over there, work its way out this way. And you can kind of see, like right here, if I get down, the difference, you know, how the floor is sloped under that sheetrock. And yes, we did put a level on the sheetrock. So the sheetrock is completely level. So yeah, and that's what a garage floor is designed to do. So alright, so what you see here is the concrete leveler that we used. We put in 3 bags here, another 3 bags there, and the reason it's looking the way it is because it's hard to tell, but the center of the garage slab was raised in the middle, and that was lower, and that was significantly lower as well. So when the water ran out, instead of just running straight out, it actually diverged and ran out in 2 different directions. So which I can always come back and add more of that in here at a later time before I put new flooring in. But this is actually going to help tremendously because, you know, it did raise those corners up a little. So, and I might come back and add more on this side. Mainly because right there about where that caulking is, you can really see the different height in the sheetrock. So, you know, but that stuff's very expensive. So it might be something I'll do later, who knows. But next up is getting muddy with the sheetrock mud. Alright, so now we've got mud on the sheetrock, all the joints and all the screw holes. And what we used on all the joints and the corners is this fiber tape. So corners, that corner, and that corner, and all along the top where the ceiling is. And then of course up and down on those joints and all the way across in the middle. So we had to put that stuff down first. Then we came back with, we got a 5-gallon bucket of mud and mudded up all the screw holes and all the joints. So this is mud round 1. We got to wait for it to cure and dry, which is going to take a little bit, and it's mainly to get those joints held in where the tape and stuff is. So we'll have to possibly do maybe 1 and 2 more rounds of mudding before we sand, and that's kind of where we're at. All right, guys and gals, you're gonna have to excuse the echo because of course when you're doing construction like this, until I get things in here, I'm gonna have an echo. So it's just part of it. But we went 3 rounds of mud, and it literally took 3 days for the first round to cure. So it's been a few days since the last segment. And now I'm to the point that soon as, you know, this video's over with, I'm gonna start doing some sanding. I've got my sanding block here. And let me see if I can find an imperfection, but something kind of like that right there needs sanded down. So I'm just gonna kind of take it and just go in a circle. Voila. Nice and smooth. So I gotta do that along, you know, all the joints and stuff, along the upper corner. Just basically get this thing ready so that way I can do some painting. Speaking of painting, there we go. There's all my paint supplies. I'm a big Sherwin-Williams person. I've always used their paints. Their stuff's good. So I got the Captive Paint and Primer in 1. So that's what I plan on using. Just to paint these 2 walls. I'm not doing the other 2. There's no need for it because white is white and most of it's going to be covered up anyways. So that's going to be the next project. As far as painting things, the way I'll do it is I'll take my good paintbrush here and I'm going to cut in all the corners, and we'll cut in, you know, around, you know, light fixtures like that, around the pipes and stuff. Just go ahead and get it. And it's okay if that gets painted. It's not going to hurt anything. I mean, most of that pipe's white anyways. Paint around all that stuff. Just get it good and cut before I start rolling. And I'll tell you, if you got any of these, what is it, Werner? Yeah, Werner ladders. Sometimes you can find these things in your paint department at Lowe's or Home Depot. And it literally just hangs. I'll put it on this one. Just like that. So that way, as you're moving your ladder around, you don't have to hold your bucket the whole time. And it even has it where the inside has got a magnet. Oh, it's on this end. There we go. So that way your paintbrush doesn't have to touch the bottom the whole time. So, nice little toy to have. All right. And then, so other than that, that's pretty much going to end up the goodbye, hello, new train, goodbye garage, hello, new train room. So other than that, hey, 8 o'clock tonight, join me over at John Schuylkill River Valley. He's going to be doing the second Sidetrack Sunday for July of 21. I know it's supposed to be Heath, but Heath and John swapped this month. I am on schedule to host next week, and what I'm hoping to do is up in the attic, right up there, I've got a network cable that's coiled up that needs to go down in the wall. If I can get that down in the wall and get my computer and stuff moved in here, I will be doing Sidetrack Sunday in here next week. So we'll have to see if I can get things done. If not, then of course it will be August before I can do it, which will be okay. So other than that, I'm going to let y'all have at it. Y'all be safe out there. Hope y'all have a great week, and happy railroading.